DermWire News, powered by DermWire.com. DermWire News for Smart Speaker is made possible with advertising support from Dermatologics. I'm Stephanie Talea, Senior Managing Editor of Practical Dermatology magazine. The Melanoma Research Alliance is soliciting proposals that address the gap in translational science. Successful proposals have the potential of applying important basic and preclinical discoveries to the near-term development of clinical trials and studies impacting melanoma detection, prevention, diagnosis, staging, and/or treatment. Proposals for clinical studies testing well-defined and clearly articulated hypotheses are welcome and should be accompanied by a brief protocol synopsis and timeline with milestones. IRB approval is not required at the time of application, but is required before initial payments are made. MRA welcomes proposals in the following areas: prevention, detection, diagnosis, and staging, and treatment. And for the 2018-19 cycle, MRA seeks proposals in special focused areas, which are focused on current unmet clinical needs in melanoma. These are areas of particular interest, which will receive special consideration and can include preclinical, translational, clinical, and/or correlative studies. Visit curemelanoma.org for more information. It may sound fishy, but even sharks can benefit from Botox injections. Dr. Charles E. Crutchfield III and Crutchfield Dermatology in Eagan, Minnesota, recently assisted the veterinary staff at Minnesota Zoo in Apple Valley with a unique patient. Haps, a sand tiger shark, had developed scoliosis. Veterinarians in Australia reported that Botox has the potential to correct the spinal curvature in sharks. Earlier this month, Dr. Crutchfield III, also a clinical professor of dermatology at the University of Minnesota Medical School, worked with the Minnesota Zoo's veterinary staff to administer Botox to Haps the shark. They are happy to report that there is an improvement in the spine curvature of Haps. This case of scoliosis for Haps remains challenging. The animal care team continues to support Haps and works to maintain the best quality of life for him. I was delighted and optimistic when the care staff at Minnesota Zoo asked if I would help administer Botox to Haps the shark to help improve his condition of scoliosis. Over the past 18 years, I've administered almost 1 million units of Botox to humans, but this was the very first shark. In fact, by all accounts, Haps was the very first shark ever treated with Botox in the United States. I was extraordinarily impressed with the dedication and care of the veterinary and support staff at Minnesota Zoo. They treat every animal entrusted to their care just like family. It is quite remarkable. Dr. Rachel Thompson, the Minnesota Zoo's veterinarian, and I planned out the procedure, and I assisted her in the administration of Botox to the stiffened muscles along his spine. Dr. Thompson is a top-flight veterinarian and, as I discovered, a natural at injecting Botox. I am happy to report that just after a couple of weeks, Haps is doing better, and that warms my heart, says Dr. Crutchfield. Thank you for listening to DermWire News, powered by DermWire.com. This editorially independent program is supported with advertising from Dermatologics.